we bring you in on the Long Island Sports Network for this Sunday night slate of action in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. We kick off this two-game schedule with a JV showcase. This game between the Connetquot Sayville T-Birds and Patchogue Medford Raiders. Live here on the Long Island Sports Network from the rinks in Hauppauge. My name is Ian Binky, taking you through all the action here tonight. This is a matchup between two teams trying to right the ship here in this mid-season matchup. And it's so important to do it to get some momentum going towards the back end of this season. So we take a look here at the Pat Med Raiders coming into this one. Winners in their last two after starting the season 0-6. They've since found some momentum coming off of a really great win over Kings Park Comac. A 5-4 victory in overtime for the Raiders. 2 goals from Jake Ranieri, including the OT game winner, was really key in that win for the Raiders. And it'll be tough to keep things going here against Connetquot Sayville, who so far this year have not had results go their way, coming off a tough loss against Ward Melville their last time out. But they've been really stingy in certain games this year. It played really close over some really tough competition, and expect no different here tonight, taking on the Raiders. T-Birds matching up against Pat Med when we come back on the Long Island Sports Network. We're just about ready to go here for this Sunday showdown between Connetquot Sayville T-Birds and Pat Med Raiders. Riley Hanley in goal for Connetquot Sayville. He's been their workhorse this season, making his 6th start of the year. Meanwhile, on the other side, we'll give you the ID on the Pat Med Raiders goalie when we get a moment. Both goalies start with a 5. I saw a 5. No sleeve numbers makes it a little bit more difficult. But either way, we're underway. Jack Fauci moving up the near side for Pat Med as they win the opening faceoff. But now Joseph Jackalone heads up the other way for the T-Birds. And that move just jarred a little bit offside. Player about a half a step ahead of Jackalone carrying across the blue line. Raiders trying to stay hot, trying to win their 3rd straight game and move their way into competition for a playoff spot here at the JV level. This puck moved ahead by the T-Birds after the face-off win. Carrying on the near side, that's Bennett King. King looking behind that, trying the wraparound. That comes right through. And now a loose puck in neutral ice. Good jump from Milo Mazzi. Denies a breakaway chance for Pat Met. But now this pass is intercepted by Gabriel Vignato. Vignato looking towards the net. Pass right out into the middle. Just bobbled at the last second. And now covered up by Hanley. That was a chance for Aiden Buscarino right in the slot, but bounced off his stick. Could not get a shot on target. But a faceoff comes back in the attacking end for Pat Met. Draw one by the T-Birds in defensive end. That's an important win for them. Milo Mazzi trying to start a clear, but that's intercepted. Chance here for the Raiders. Looking down low. Carrying it there is Brandon Rodeker. Rodeker feeds over to the far side. Miscommunication, some open space. Esposito a chance to clear, and he does. This one comes all the way down onto the crease for Patchogue Medford. Dangerous play there, but net up in deep by Nate Jacobson. It is pinned against the wall by Connetquot Sayville. Chance for the takeaway here. T-Birds chasing it down is Richard Ogburn. Rodeker had it knocked off his stick. Good work by Lawrence Andres. Now a long pass intercepted by Alexander Bausch here for the T-Birds. Pass across, also deflected. Now scooped up by Luke Buck. Buck right through the middle for the Raiders. Gets on target. Buck had his stick lifted by Bausch. Good job sticking with him stride for stride, but now a whistle called, and they say he got a little bit in too close, and Bausch heads to the box for a hook. Looked clean from the first angle, but the referee had a little bit of a better look at it on the ice, and that sends the Raiders to the power play. This Patchogue Medford team on the power play this year, 3 goals scored. Puts them right around 16% on the year. There's a big shot from the point. That's blocked wide. Hanley might have reacted a little bit too late, but that's all for naught. T-Bird's penalty kill has had some fair share of struggles, right around 58% on the year. Really need to get that unit going. Puck moving right out into the middle. Here's a shot knocked up and in. Raiders strike first. See moving in. Luca Azera just dancing right into the middle. He held for a better shooting opportunity. Hanley got a lot of it, but in the end, just not enough to keep it from going into the back of the net. It stands for Azera. That is his 2nd of the season. One that puts the Raiders out in front. Trying to win their 3rd straight game as we're back underway. A power play goal as well for a unit that had had a fair share of struggles this season, but something they had to give as the T-Birds penalty kill has also not been functioning where they would like it. And early on, it's the Raiders able to right that ship first as they carry a 1-0 lead, looking to double up. Jacobson fires a shot from the face-off circle that whizzes wide. Chance to clear for Connetquot Sayville. Knocked down on the far side by Jack Fauci. Fauci pins down low, looking for the cross-ice feed. That's cut out, but no room to clear there for Tyler Scandifo. Scandifo able to get back on it here. Not able to do a whole ton as it bounces off a couple of sticks, stays in. Off-balance shot falling to the ice for Robert Napoli. That's blocked in front by a T-Birds defender. Held on the far side wall. Moved down low again by Pat Met. Wanted to hand it up to the point, but physical work down low by the T-Birds defender. That's Joseph Hippler. Knocked down low again. Good step from Napoli, gets on it. Hands to the near side, and Nate Jacobson. Jacobson wanted to move it around. That pass knocked away. Now it finds Jack Fauci, far side corner. T-Birds battling to get it clear, and they do. It comes out to center. Jack Alone wanted to move a pass across there. That was Liam Connolly on the move there, but no good. Moved back in by Pat Med. Fed around the boards, kicks out to the far side, finds the stick of leader Montenegro. Montenegro feeds down low, finds Napoli again. Napoli from behind the net, looking to feed out in front. Montenegro there. Pass bounces wide. Montenegro's cross-ice feed is kicked away. Logan Aiello starts to break up the ice. Finds Liam Connolly. Connolly wanted to move it back across. Instead, Theodolu has a chance to shoot. That's blocked away. Knocked to the far side, held in by Joseph Hippler. Hippler around the dasher boards. Taken back by Pat Med. A chance for them to clear. They carry it out. Good, strong stick work by Kevin Samulik. Samulik tries a drop pass. That's easily intercepted by Bennett King for Connetquot Sayville. He takes it back out to center ice. Aggressive forecheck from the T-Birds, not allowing any second of rest for these Raiders skaters. Looking for better fortunes behind the net. It's Nate Jacobson. Jacobson, a bounce pass, finds its way to Buscarino. Buscarino's move is picked off. Bennett King starts the attack now for Connetquot Sayville. Odd bounce off the boards past Carter Tom 40, and just enough on that one to come for the icing call. In a 1-0 game, officially that goal for Patchogue Medford belongs to Luca Azera, his second of the season from Aiden Buscarino and Ryan Sapigay on the power play. Drawn the defensive end off the icing call for the T-Birds. They lose out. Hippler looking to clear his opposite number 10, and Azera holds in. Sent around the blender. Met there by Buscarino. Buscarino had it poked away from him. Joseph Jackalone picks it up for the T-Birds. Swinging a miss at the first pass, but works out. Creates some space on the right wing with Bennett King. King can't scoop in that pass, but now takes it off the stick of Luca Azera. Feeds out into the middle. That goes through a couple of sticks. Tom 40 and another player was in there for the T-Birds. Neither could get to it. Bouncing off a stick, finds his way to Bennett King. He fanned on the shot, comes back up top. Nice pass across. One save, the second one finds the back of the net. It's Jackalo tying things up. Great work here by the T-Birds, just sticking with it. Pass comes across. Jack alone denied on the doorstep, but then sticks with it. Fires it right past the netminder to level things up, a goal apiece in the first period. Fourth goal of the year for Joseph Jackalone. That now takes the team lead away from Richie Ogburn. And an important one for Connetquot Sayville, making it 1-1. Thinking back to a prior game for the T-Birds where they went back and forth early, but then just outlasted. But now Ogburn a chance to give them their first lead of the night. Ogburn moving into the middle. That's knocked away. Big skates there to get one shot from the point. Procier's effort is knocked away. Carried ahead by Luca Azera up the left wing. Azera, good strong work here. Some numbers mounting for the Raiders. Azera pivots into the slot. Luca Azera scores! What a fantastic job from Azera. Raiders back on top. The sheer will from Azera here, just noticing that he had numbers developing. Dangles right past the defender for Connetquot Sayville in alone on Hanley. Got him to commit to the near side post. A lot of space open on the far side as he's able to slot in his second goal of the night, putting Patchogue Medford on top 2-1, 8.5 to go in the first. Looking for more. It's Rodeker carrying in for the Raiders. Pat Med have it. Rodeker right into the middle, knocked away. Scooped up again by Luke Buck. Buck, cross-ice feed, finds its way to Azera. Azera, quick pass into the slot, backhanded shot there from Mike Delgado. That's blocked away. Liam Connolly trying to clear, stifled out. Sent over to Vignato. Vignato trying to move into the middle. That's steered wide by Milo Mazzi. Spins back around, past Jasper Moran. Passed over to Rodiker near side. Trevor Rodiker's shot, that's kicked out by Riley Hanley. Aiello looking to clear for Connetquot Sayville. Tries to wrap around the boards, but the point man is there, and Luca Azera knocked away from him, and now a chance to attack for Connetquot Sayville. Carried ahead by Liam Connolly. Connolly pass across to Aiello, a backhanded shot, and that one is shut down. What a fantastic save from the netminder. Outnumbered 2-on-1 were the Pat Med Raiders. Aiello, the smart move, passing back across, had Connolly there. Not exactly the pass he wanted, but a really nice backhanded shot off the spin, but just gloved up. A fantastic save from the goaltender for Patchogue Medford. After a goal like that, or after a save like that, really want to get the ID on you. Got to turn around to get it there, but this one knocked in. Joseph Jackalone, second of the night. The Stars going to battle. It's 2-2. Very similar goal to the first one here for Connetquot Sayville. It's a long pass, comes across, fed over after a shot from Bennett King. Really big chance there off the rebound for Jackalone, and he makes no mistake. 2 goals for Azera. 2 goals from Jackalone as the Raiders and T-Birds go back and forth. We're tied at 2. 7:20 to go in the first period as the floodgates have opened up a bit here. Some good saves from both goalies, no doubt, but the star power overwhelming so far in the first period. I've gotten an ID. It's Michael Cagnetto in net for Pat Med as there's a shot towards the net, but a really nice save from Riley Hanley on a shot that was heading low, then kicked up at the last second. For these teams, these are the kind of games that you need your star players to shine through. It's kind of back and forth. Had a call last night in the Hofstra Club hockey game where they went to battle against UAlbany. Ended up 9-6. Now is one where Albany in a comeback effort was trailing by 4 goals at one point. Relied on their star players to get back in it. Hofstra, though, the depth ended up being the deciding factor in the victory. Hat-trick for Long Island Sports Network staff member Brendan Yerkes. And 2 goals from former Islanders High School Hockey League standout Nico Buglione, the deciding factor for Hofstra in the victory. As this pass comes down the ice, missed the intended target. That's icing against the Raiders. 6:20 to go in the first, all tied up at 2. But you figure when you have a lot of star power, you can rely on them early. But as fatigue sets in late into games, that's when you need your second, third lines or some of those accompanying players to really help out on the goal scoring and defensive end as well. Player for the Raiders gets the heave-ho from the face-off dot. New player comes in from the right wing. This draw is controlled by the Raiders in their defensive end. Trickling puck towards the net, met by Luca Azera. Look out here, puck turned over, bouncing up in the air. Ogburn on it in the high slot, trying to dangle around in the face-off circle. Can't find any room to work. Swept to safety at the point by Jack Fauci. Good work there to stay strong on the stick, but Ogburn carries back in for the T-Birds. Ogburn with speed into the far side corner. Double, triple teamed as he's checked to the wall. Luca Azera on the takeaway, giving right back up to Ogburn. Ogburn hands up top. Quick slap shot from the point. That one head wide. That was Tyler Scandifo on the shot. Loose down low. Vignato looking to start the clear. He pokes it over to Fauci. Fauci's effort knocked away. Chance to move in with Lawrence Andres. Pass missed him. Now T-Bird set up in the corner. Pass into the slot. Kicked away by Pat Ned. Now they've got a 3-on-1. Carried ahead by Vignato. Gabriel Vignato towards the net. Nice save, Hanley. He had the help coming of Jack Fauci, but the pass, the lane for the pass really taken away. Only option was the shot as this pass trying to capitalize on some open space in deep. Ryan Sapagay just could not hold up the momentum. Offside with 5:07 left on the first period clock. With that long pass, the faceoff comes all the way back in the shadow of the defensive end for the Raiders. All tied up, 2 goals apiece between Pat Med and Connetquot Sayville. Draw one by the Raiders. Looking to move ahead here, Luca Azero with possession. He gets around Connolly. Kicked it back towards the wall. A couple of players collapse on it. Azero is right there, could not get to it. And the flip clear from Connetquot Sayville comes past Vignato all the way back down into his own end. Forecheck from Aiello. Vignato able to get past that. Now a long lead pass, finds a man near side, dangling through, it's Buck. Buck tries a drop pass there. A couple of players in white had a shot at it. Gabriel Vignato closest. But the puck is able to be held in on the collapse from Mike Delgado. Delgado off the near side wall, unable to keep that puck in. Luke Buck as he comes out to center. 4:20 to go in the first. Azera walks into the zone, takes into the slot, sitting on 2 goals already. Fires one. That one comes right through the crease, wide of the target. All the way back out to center ice. Vignato gets on it for Pat Med, trying to keep this possession alive. Good speed from Vignato. He's got it. A shot kick, save Hanley. Rebound over to the near side, met by Luke Buck. Buck towards the net. That one goes off the pad of Hanley again. Stuck to it for a second. Vignato back over to the near side boards. That's Roddicker caught up in a battle. Buck down low, trying to steer to the middle, poked away by Hanley. With a face-off circle, it's a long shift for the defenders for the T-Birds. Buck back out in front, bounced away. Azera there, cannot get it on the forehand for a shot. T-Birds need to get it down the ice to clear and change. Aiello gets it out as far as the blue line. And a little bit of a lack of awareness here as the Raiders carry it back in their own end with Brendan Roddicker. Buck's attempted move forward, intercepted by King. A loose puck, nearly headed out towards the front of the net. But now the Pat Med Raiders, some confusion on the breakout. Azera catches a shoulder from Jackalone. It's still moved over to Luke Buck. Buck working against Carter Tom Ford. He poked away from him. And Bennett King able to find the loose biscuit. Trying to move it over to Jackalone. He's got the 2 goals for the T-Birds. That move failed. But the pass does come past the intended receiver of Sapigay. Now Sapigay finds it right wing. Pivots around. Looks for the pass across. Had the setup there. And the pass just a bit too strong. Eludes the intended receiver. But now it does find its way to the man on the near side. And Mike Delgado. Knocked down was Jacobson. Big strides on the near side from Bausch as he tries to poke it in. Pass across, intercepted. Jackalone fires one. That's blocked. Second try for King. That's kicked out by Cagnetto. Another good save from the Pat Med netminder. The Raiders opt for the ice with 2:02 left to go in the first. Official coming over to the Patchogue Medford bench. Like delivering a loose mouthpiece. Vignato. Working ahead, shrugs off the check, lost the puck though. Now Ogburn able to carry in. Looking towards the net, Ogburn feeds over, nice pass, but an even better save from Cagnetto, getting to the near side post against Andres. Ogburn crashing the net, his shot blocked. It's knocked high in the air, stays in play. Milo Mazzi cannot hold the point. It's cleared out by the Raiders. Everyone tagged back up, but possession comes into the realm of Pat Met. Played offside against Patchogue Connetquot Sayville again. Raiders a chance to move ahead. Montenegro just got a piece of that one, so no icing. And later Montenegro can chase it down in the corner. Strong work from him there as he's able to find a receiver in Fauci. Into the final minute of the first period. It held near side by the Raiders. Finding a pass down low. Lead pass out in front. Saved by Hanley, and he covers up. That was a really nice setup too. Ryan Sapigay, the one-time blast just met by the T-Birds goalie. Passing starting to go tape to tape now for Pat Med in the attacking end. Gabriel Vignato off the face-off wing. Move down to the far side to Fauci. Fauci leaves over to Tyler Sapigay. The return swept away by Jasper Moran. Moran can't get it out. Stick lift comes back to Fauci. A collision there, still with it. Now the T-Birds trying to clear out. No luck. 25 seconds left, pinned into the corner. Working there is Buscarino. Collision with Fauci and a defender in Hippler. Knocked to the far side to Sapigay. Still 14 seconds to work. Lucky towards the net. Sapigay out in front. That missed the target. As Radiker was knocked down. Still passed into the slot. That one comes wide. Final seconds tick away. The shot is blocked. And it's carried out to neutral ice to end the first period. Back and forth we went. 2 goals for Connetquot Sayville. Both coming from their leading goal scorer in Joseph Jackalone. 2 from Pat Med as well on the second and third of the year from Luca Azera. All tied after 1 on the Long Island Sports Network. Exciting first period sets up a second. 15 minutes in the books, all tied at 2 between the Raiders and T-Birds here at the rinks in Hauppauge. Friendly pushing and shoving there between some buddies on the wing. Opening face-off in the second period is won by Patchogue Medford. They hold it in their own zone, but it's turned over to Nicholas Procia. Procia pins it down low, tried to kick down on the wing, but now some space given up behind him. It's Luke Buck racing ahead, held up a bit by Jackalone, gets off of it. The shot from Buck stopped by the glove of Riley Hanley. T-Birds caught a bit flat-footed there at their own blue line, or the attacking blue line, should say. Left some space there for Buck to rumble. Quick recovery, forced that shot from long range, but it's still a really nice glove save from Riley Hanley to keep this one tied up at 2. Flipped across. Patchogue Medford setting it up. It's Buck again. Buck, the backhanded pass, comes behind the net. Confusion on the setup. Comes up top to Azera. Luca Azera. No room to shoot. Spins back. Nice saucer feed. The flip over to Brandon Rodiker. Rodiker towards the net. Redirection. Hanley has no clue where it is, and it's poked in. Excellent play from Rodiker. The awareness finds a loose puck, and his team able to score. They lead again. It was not Rodiker, rather Rodiker got the initial shot as it was coming in from the near side. That was Mike Delgado able to get on that loose puck and swipe it home. That's his second of the year. The first goal not scored by either Jack Alone or Luca Azera. And it's one that gives Patchogue Medford a 1-goal advantage once again. Do believe Azera might get a secondary assist on that goal. We'll wait to confirm. But really heads-up play from Mike Delgado to take advantage of that loose puck right in the paraphernalia of Riley Hanley as a player down after an aggressive check on the near side wall sends Richie Ogburn to the box. It was Jack Fauci that got the brunt end of that hit. Now the decision from the officials, is it just 2 or is it anything further for Ogburn? Fauci able to hop back up, head over to the benches, and the signal is just 2 minutes for the rough. Sending Pat Med back to the power play. They scored on their first chance earlier on in this game. T-Birds penalty kill goes back to work. They win the faceoff but cannot clear. It's Azera holding at the point. Long pass across, cannot be settled down. Comes back behind the net. Still battled for and then knocked all the way down the ice. Cleared out by Connetquot Sayville. On the puck again, it's Luca Azera. Azera wheels inside for Pat Med. Looks to the net, tries to poke it through the 5-hole. That was closed off by Riley Hanley. T-Birds quickly clear over again. Doing a good job of surviving and not allowing any follow-up opportunities. Wipe out behind the net. Now the puck nearly turned over to Lawrence Andres. Hippler able to knock around the boards. Valuable time off the clock as the T-Birds hold on the attack. But now it's taken away by Ryan Sapigay. Sapigay working up the far side. He feeds to Gabriel Vignato. Vignato walks in for Pat Med. Looking for the pass across. Nice setup. And just jammed wide. That was Rodeker on the doorstep. Brandon Rodeker now tied up. Hippler trying to get it clear. Feeds towards Lawrence Andres near side. Quickly sealed off by Pat Med and kept in by Azera. Luca Azera tries the toe drag. Just lost the handle on the back end. Backhanded feed in front. That's knocked away by the T-Birds. And just nearly held in on the near side. Sapigay doing a really good job of keeping that chance alive. Feed out into the middle, just out of the reach of Buscarino. Comes all the way back out to the center stripe. Look out there. Heat coming from Andres. And he was able to knock down his man. Puck stalls out at center ice, but now a gap opens up. Sapigay moving in. Finds a pass over. Fauci misses the net. Just rushed the shot there. Didn't have a whole bunch of space, but missed everything. Final seconds tick off on the power play. The Raiders are now 1 for 2 on the night on the man advantage. Azera trying to convert, though. A long shot is gobbled up by Riley Hanley. .11:40 to go in the second period. The lone goal in this frame was a tap in for Mike Delgado, his second of the year. Off a shot that Riley Hanley stopped but could not locate. Left it right in the crease, and Delgado, the only player able to find it, fired it into the back of the net for his second of the year, putting Pat Med out in front, trying to make it 3 wins straight. Tough fight put up, though, by Connetquot Sayville, looking for win number 1 of their campaign. Joseph Jackalone looking to work that one ahead. Off a deflection, he's able to move in. Met up behind the net by Kevin Samulik. Samulik nearly mixed up there with Luke Buck. Now Samulik fires a shot. That one goes wide. Big rebound, nearly kicked out to Fauci. Fauci on it now. Fires a shot from sharp angle. That one hit off the corner of the pipe and bounces out. Bad puck luck there for Pat Med. Now carried ahead by Jackalone, but quick recovery from Luke Buck. He gets back in his own end, forces a takeaway. Nearly taken right back by Bennett King. But now it's Buck working ahead for the Raiders. Buck drags around. Left the puck right there. Went off the skate of Buck before it was covered up by Riley Hanley. Face off to Hanley's right. It's one that is controlled by Pat Nett. Taken to the corner by Fauci. Fauci tied up there. A loose puck comes over to Buck. Buck trying to feed that one to the point. Long shot blocked. Comes back towards the net. Fauci getting over towards it. So was Delgado. Neither able to get to it cleanly. Fauci on the right wing. Works past Milo Mazzi. Feeds down low. Couple players come in for the T-Birds, but it finds its way back to Buck. From the face-off circle, Buck now up top. Saucer feed finds its way over to Samulik. Samulik towards the net looking for the redirect. Did not get it from Delgado. Buck on it again. Swept away, but kept alive by Jacobson. Jacobson over to Buck. Buck towards the net. Tried the quick snapshot. That was poked away. Still around the dasher. And intercepted by Logan Aiello. Aiello for the T-Birds. Trailing by 1, looking to get even. Aiello back out into the middle. Connolly there. A couple of chances to shoot. Neither one got much mustard on it. Looking for the counterattack. Here comes Fauci. Heroic diving poke check from Riley Hanley. Had to go for broke there. He did, and it's rewarded. Buck guiding towards the middle again. Again a poke check from Hanley. Puck still loose in the slot. Knocked to safety by Connetquot Sayville. But the puck cannot be cleared on the first look. Skied out of the zone by Connetquot Sayville. Back to Luca Azera. Puck turned over nearly there by Patchogue Medford. Azera able to get back on it. Nice pivot. Bouncing puck. Scooped up by Luke Buck. Buck behind the net. Eyes out in front. Hands back up top. Quick shot through traffic. That's blocked in front. And Connetquot Sayville able to clear. Guided out by Connolly. That's not exactly, though, what Procia had in mind. He wanted to send him on the break. Rolling puck. Nice stop on a dime from Buck to avoid the offside call. Finishes off his shift with a dump in. Clock continues to roll. Period 2. 1-goal lead for Patchogue Medford. But it's Connetquot Sayville on the move now. Carrying in Richard Ogburn. Ogburn looking to move around the D-man, but good strong work by Luca Azera. Takes possession right back. Azera through center ice. Working around. Azera. Wrap around look. Closed off quickly by Ogburn. He sealed that near side wall. Pass towards the middle. Taken away by Lawrence Andres III. Long pass across. Trying for the quick counterattack. Taken away from Esposito. A big check there. Knocks Montenegro to the ice. Puck rolled on target. Saved by Hanley on the shot from Napoli. But the big check thrown right in the middle of everything from Joseph Chacalone. That was Lawrence Andres, 55 in red. Got a big piece of Montenegro and stalled out that big rush attempt. Raiders again, a face-off win. Luca Azera, big slap shot. That's blocked by Ogburn. Comes right back to Azera. Azera couldn't keep that puck in the zone. Poked to safety by Connetquot Sayville and Daniel Esposito. Puck moved ahead, though, by Pat Nett. Working around. Nice shot in. Shoulder down by Hanley. Puck was left right there, but now scooped up by the T-Birds. Working up the left wing. It's Lawrence Andres. He knocks in from the wrong side of center. He thought he had it close enough for the officials to let it continue, but in other words, he was still about a stride short of the center line, so an icing goal against Connetquot Sayville with 7:06 left in the second. Raiders win the face-off. Looking to move it over. A quick backhanded shot from Vignato. That one stopped. Cleared down by Connetquot Sayville, but they survived the rush. Face off to the left of Hanley. Won by the T-Birds, but they cannot clear. Now comes to the near side. Big bounce off the wall. Gets past Luca Azera near side. And taken down by Connetquot Sayville. Azera still sticking with it, as is Gabriel Vignato. They tie up. Carter Tom 40 moves behind the net to Jackalone. They sealed against the wall by Vignato. Dangerous pass out in front. And the backhanded shot from King didn't get a whole ton on it. Kicked out, though, by Cagnetto. Up the right wing. Gets a defender down to the ice. Pass across. That was Fauci looking for some help out in front. Nice kneeling stop. But now it's taken up the other way. Tom 40. Quick shot. Save by the netminder Cagnetto. Left the rebound right there, but a couple of teammates to the rescue. Wicking across near side. Knocked in by Buscarino. Pass out in front. Knocked away by Connetquot Sayville. Kept alive by Azera at the point. Moved around to the near side wall. Bennett King on the take back for the T-Birds. Pausch can't find any room to work around the far side man in Ryan Sapagat. Arm goes up. This is icing against Patchogue Medford. Ice tilts up the other way. Offensive zone draw chance coming up for the T-Birds. Brennan Roddicker from his own end. Pass skipped the intended receiver. Held on the near side wall. Aiello trying to pin it around for Connetquot Sayville. Puck finds its way to Jasper Moran. Back to Aiello. Aiello, the quick snapper. That one steered wide. Good look, though, for Connetquot Sayville to get this one level. Connolly towards the front of the net. That move intercepted by Samulik. Quick move over to the near side. Knocked away by Jasper Moran. Bad bounce off the boards. Knocked away from Aiello. The Pat Med slowing the roll in their own zone. Chance to keep this one working ahead with Connetquot Sayville, but Moran's pass does not find a receiver. Chance to move in here for Roddicker. Brandon Roddicker, though, knocked off his twig and has moved around to the near side. Under 5 minutes to go, period 2. Still a 1-goal lead for Pat Med. Aiello carries in for Connetquot Sayville. Aiello tries a shot. That's blocked. Carried away by the Raiders. Working in, it's Samulik. Back over towards Jacobson. Jacobson down to a knee. Couple of skaters towards the puck. Jacobson back on it. Backhanded move around the boards. Finds Delgado. Jake Delgado feeds across. Had Roddicker streaking towards the post. Knocked off a defensive skate of the T-Birds. Back out to center. They survived what was a dangerous chance to double the lead for Pat Med. Jacobson circles, finds Luke Buck. No rush here for Buck. Nearly turns over. That does set things up on the near side move from Nate Jacobson. Clearing attempt knocked away by Roddicker. Brandon Roddicker down low, lost the handle, left it behind. That was a chance there for Delgado to make something happen. Check on the far side wall, jostles it loose, but now a 2-on-1 developing for Connetquot Sayville. Pass ahead to Esposito, wanted it to give it back across to Aiello. Miscommunication, he wanted Esposito to shoot. Taken back by Lawrence Andres. Andres fires, knocked up in the air after the save, still loose. Poked away by Cagnetto, and he's able to clear it out with some help from his teammates. Big chance for the T-Birds to get it back even. Andres tried to just fire one on target. Had a chance on the rebound to bat it out of midair. Just the hand-eye coordination not on point. This one directed on target. Cagnetto forced into action. And Michael puts the trapper on top for a whistle with 2:43 to go in the second. Shot right off the face-off is blocked up to the end boards. Jack alone, keeping alive as he feeds down low. Tough battle here along the wall. Tom Forty lays a check, but able to spin off of it. Robert Napoli starting the clear for Patchogue Medford. Long pass comes down the ice, stopped by Bausch. If it goes by him, could have been icing, but no guarantee. They really could have, perhaps, if he let it go. Made an attempt to play the puck and let Patchogue Medford move in deep. So a good play by Bausch, and he's rewarded with an offensive look here for the T-Birds. But Tom Forty unable to make anything happen. Big check thrown by Jackalone, and they're going to get him for a roughing penalty. T-Birds touch up. Jackalone to the box for the rough. Exactly 2 minutes to go in period number 2, and another power play chance for Pat Med. Big player to be taking off the ice as well. He's got both goals tonight for the T-Birds. He's not a fan of the call. The officials tend to tighten the leash here at this level on the physical play. One for two on the power play are the Raiders of Patchogue Medford. Start to the power play here as the puck comes back up towards the point. Left out in front. Nice save, rebound. That one's still loose. Hanley got a piece of it. And that puck is fired up and out of play. But Riley Hanley with some heroics. See here, the shot from Vignato was stopped out in front and just sat right there. Nice save from Hanley coming back across. It was a chance for Sapagay, but could not get it to go. A third opportunity knocked up off a stick and out of play. Fresh puck delivered from the scorer's table. Face off to the right side of Riley Hanley. T-Birds cannot clear. Pass back across the blue line. Into the middle, looking for Sapagay. Knocked off a T-Bird stick, but cannot clear out. Azera holds in on the near side point. Luca Azera dancing in. He's got it in the slot, looking for a shot, and that one's knocked off the outside of the net. Could not tell if Hanley got a piece of that one or not, but either way, it stays out of the net. Puck across the blue line cannot be held in by Gabriel Vignato. Raiders need a reset. Pass over to the right side to Azera. Luca Azera spins off the hit. Great work with the puck as Azera still has it right wing. He's knocked down. Might have just lost his balance there as we're into the final minute of the second. Held in by Brandon Rodeker. Rodeker back down low to Fauci. Fauci again up top to Rodeker. Everything runs through Azera. Azera's got it. Pass up towards the front. Perfect one-time setup. Looking for the deflection. Got it, but it's still saved by Hanley. The player in front for Patchogue Medford. That's Azera. Really wanted a penalty call. He was knocked down in the middle. Might have been a case of a little bit of flagrance on, not flagrance, but a bit of acting on his part to try to sell the penalty call. Another look here, Ranieri. Pass back into him. Jake Ranieri just could not get to that puck. T-Birds clear out. Ranieri's getting some of his first looks tonight, a late arriver perhaps for Pat Med. Did not see him arrive a little bit late, but likely to be the case here. Ranieri, one last chance to work forward with 10 seconds on the clock. Ranieri trying to cut inside. That's poked away by Hanley as the final second ticks off the clock here. And we head back into the benches. Only goal to write home about in that second period was the second goal of the year from Mike Delgado. 3-2. Patchogue Medford leads, but everything to play for in the third when we come back on the Long Island Sports Network. Third period action on tap here in Hauppauge. We've got a good one for you. After 2 periods, Patchogue Medford a narrow 1-goal advantage over Connetquot Sayville. T-Birds looking for their first win, while Pat Med trying to hold on and lock up a third consecutive victory. Face off to start the period, won by the team trailing on the big board in Connetquot Sayville. They're in the red. The road team in this matchup, home whites for Pat Met. This one carried in by Connetquot Sayville. Aiello holding on the near side, rather that was Ogburn. Now taken away by Jake Ranieri for Patchogue Medford. Ranieri fires one that was blocked by the stick of Nicholas Proci over to the boards. Battle for Fauci, able to pry it off the dasher. Move down to Ranieri. Ranieri trying to find some space on Hanley. Hanley able to get to that post and stop him from jamming it in. Ranieri, you talk about a big addition now to this team in their effort to try to seal away this game. 6 goals and 3 assists for Ranieri. Leads the team in goals and points. Also tied for the team lead, or tied for second on the team in assists. Everyone chasing Michael Giambalvo. We've not seen any of tonight. Likely not in attendance for this matchup. His team trying to win in his absence. There's a shot coming across. That one knocked away by Hanley. Ranieri trying to move towards the net again. A double, triple team him. And it's taken away. Aiello trying to poke it forward for Connetquot Sayville. Cannot do it, but puck did leave the zone. T-Birds trying to work with possession. Failed pass across the blue line. Now handed up to Logan Aiello. Aiello from center. No room to work ahead against the forecheck of Fauci, but now moved in. Fed over to Jasper Moran. His shot kicked away by Michael Cagnetto. Cagnetto has made some really big saves in this one, and that has allowed his team to carry this 1-goal advantage into the third. That move attempted by Pat Med, called down for offside. Connetquot Sayville's varsity team in action immediately following this one, as the T-Birds take on the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. The second time that these two teams had done battle this season. The first time was a 7-2 victory for Smithtown. In the varsity matchup, though, Connetquot Sayville trying to play the upset card and knocked down the second-ranked team in Suffolk County, down a peg a little bit. T-Birds trying to make a comeback effort here. Vignato for the Raiders. Working around on the right wing. Fires one. A big rebound off the packet of Hanley. That was a shot for a rebound. Worked well, but just unable to get it out into the middle to a white jersey. Big shot from the point coming from Azera. Knocked down. Mazzy able to get it right back to Azera. Another slap shot. This one blocked high and out of play over towards that American flag up by the scoreboard. Face off to the right side of Hanley. It is Ogburn going up against Napoli. Ogburn able to get back on it here for Connetquot Sayville, but no room to clear past Luca Azera. Masterful work by Azera to hold it in. Move down to Delgado. Wanted to feed it back out in front. Now comes up top to Vignato. Vignato looking for the top corner. Missed. Mazzy for the T-Birds. Finds its way to Esposito. Daniel Esposito trying to move this one over to Jackalone, or Andres rather. Lawrence Andres through the crease. Kicks out to Azera. Luca Azera stalls about a bit here. Long pass across, intercepted by Milo Mazzy. Mazzy trying to pin back in. Comes around the dasher. And Azera on it now for Pat Met. Luca Azera, no rush with a 1-goal lead. 12 minutes to go in the frame. This one carried in by Delgado. Long lead pass to leader Montenegro. Montenegro to the net, loose puck. And that one is shut down. What a save by Riley Hanley. Full stretch, taking one away. Hope still alive for Connetquot Sayville, but the danger not clear until it was taken care of that time by the T-Birds, knocked all the way down. Puck moved down the ice. Left in the corner. Nice heads-up play. Allows Buscarino to set something up. Couple of players for the Raiders cannot get to that slot feed. Check on the near side wall. Jostles it loose. Buck resets things back in his own zone with a pass there to Samulik. Brandon Rodiker puts on the brakes. Feeds out in front. That's cleared out by Bausch. Danger not completely clear. Brought back in by Rodiker. His shot wide. Past the screen. Hanley. Reset up at the point. It's Jacobson. Jacobson looking for the shot out in front. Blocked wide by Joseph Hippler. 2-on-1 board battle here. Number advantage for Connetquot Sayville, but the Raiders have the puck. Bausch blocks that pass away and now finds Joseph Jackalone. Jackalone trying to race ahead. Smart move to spin back. Needs some help from his forwards. Instead, Connetquot Sayville go to the bench for a change. Important to keep skaters fresh, as that change does allow the T-Birds to hold the puck in. Tom Forty trying to feed that one back down low. Met up at the point on the clearing attempt. Point vacated and cleared out past Hippler. Buck a long range shot. Hanley steers it wide. Bausch on it. Then that long pass up the wall, intercepted by Buscarino. And now held in again. Carried towards the net by Samulik. Tried to feed it across to Buck. And that one's carried away by Connetquot Sayville. Here come the T-Birds with Jackalone and company. That was Tom Forty with the puck. But a whistle here blows play dead. The call is offsides. Looking ahead. Busy week of action to follow, as this Sunday kicks it off officially in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. One knocked down the ice. And a little bit of an awkward slate with the Thanksgiving holiday in there, as the league opts to give the varsity teams that Wednesday off. Still a full slate of action. Some of the lower leagues, developmental and freshman, and of course JV, bringing it through on that Wednesday night. Dump in with Carter Tom Forty. Met down low by the T-Birds, still looking for that one goal. Spin and a shot and a goal. Bennett King ties things up. What an effort there from King. Just moved down low and made something out of nothing. The wraparound try, not a whole ton there, but just able to find a little bit of daylight past the netminder in Connetquot, and we got a brand new hockey game with 9:01 left to go. First goal of the year at the JV level for Bennett King. Brings us to a 3-3 scoreline in the third period. Quick whistle for offside against Pat Ned, who all of a sudden leading for most of this game. Now have seen the momentum go the other way, despite holding much of the possession here in this game. Working ahead, it's Azera. Luca Azera looking in, he scores! How's that for a response? Luca Azera gets it right back. And that's the hat trick for Azera as well. What a way to get it. Just takes that puck in neutralized, barely onside in that attacking move. And then fires top shelf, beats Hanley on the glove side. Azera came into tonight with just one goal on the season, but now he's got 4 of them. A hat trick for Luca Azera gives his team a lead, but now the puck turned over to Aiello. His shot blocked up and out of play. Good stick work by Gabriel Vignato to stick with him as he went for the shot. T-Birds on the attack, win the draw. It's held on the near side wall. They look to make some progress. Vignato again on the takeaway. Feeds far side and finds a man there in Azera. Azera looking for the lead pass to Rodeker. That's taken away. Now carried back into the zone by Liam Connolly. Azera pokes it right back for the Raiders. Luca Azera with speed moving in. Azera carries down low against his opposite number 10, Hippler. Hippler pokes it away, but the puck left on the dasher. Rodeker able to hold in. Feeds to Azera, far side wall. Move down low, out in front, poked away by Hanley. And that one cleared out by the T-Birds, but caught a little bit flat-footed. A chance to attack goes by the wayside. D-men race to the bench. Carried in by Vignato. Vignato looking out in front. That goes off the skate of Bausch. Back over to the near side wall. A little bit of a whack on the hand there of Aiello. Goes uncalled. Loose puck. Rodeker able to get back on it. Stick blocks the pass away on the breakout setup for Pat Ned. Connetquot Sayville trying to lay the clamps in neutral ice. In the final 7 minutes of regulation as this puck fed across. Another great save from Riley Hanley going post to post. Pass out in front goes off the skate of Procia. Allows the T-Birds to clear. Looking for the pass over to Aiello. Connolly there as well. But no luck. Forwards changing up for the T-Birds on the fly. Pass intercepted by Esposito, but can't make the most of it. Stripped right back away by Pat Ned. Sweeping pass from Lena Montenegro. Now picked up by Connetquot Sayville. Big across from Andres. Finds its way to Daniel Esposito. Esposito gets past the check of Jacobson, but then given right back up to the Raiders. Good strong work by the D-men for them. Working ahead, Nate Jacobson spills down to the ice as he loses possession. Procia has the pressure from the back, nearly turned over, and it is turned over to Patchogue Medford. Bausch back on it. Finds a pass. Numbers developing on this rush. Ogburn carries in for Connetquot Sayville. Looks for the pass across. Good work there to clear that pass out. That was an intercept from Jacobson, just parking himself in the way. Puck held in by Connetquot Sayville. Although this one wrapped around by the Raiders. Chance to clear, and they get it out. Nearing 5.5 minutes to go as this puck sent towards the net. Up high, pass back Cagnetto. Held on the far side wall. Looking out in front. Swinging a miss on one clear, but now cleared out by Patchogue Medford. Tyler Scandifo. Dangerous pass. Picked off there, but then taken right back off the stick of Napoli. Nearly disaster for Connetquot Sayville. Ogburn looking to move in. That's called down for offsides. Pat Men have really been stingy on these breakout chances, but that's where Connetquot Sayville have found their most success. When the defense is in motion, not allowed to set up. And Connetquot Sayville with this neutral zone draw, a chance to move ahead off a win. Jackalone tried to guide it into the zone, but that's taken away by the Raiders. Moved up the near side by Jack Fauci. Fauci stick tied up there, loses his balance as he crashes to the board. Scandifo a chance to clear, but good heads-up skating by Samulik pins it back in. Mazzy wraps around the blender. Men on the near side, driving towards the net by Jacobson. That one goes off the outside of the post and back behind the net. Around the boards. It's met by Jackalone in red. Joseph Jackalone carries ahead for the T-Birds. Looks for the pass across. Fires a shot instead. Loose puck still there. Tom Forty couldn't jump on it quick enough. And now numbers up the other way for Pat Ned. Fauci with Ranieri with him. Puck takes the deflection. Jake Ranieri gets it back on the near side wall. Ranieri in the high slot. Pass takes a deflection off of Bennett King. There's a shot off the pad. Big rebound to Ranieri. He missed the shot. Now a developing 3-on-1 into a breakaway for Top 40. Top 40's in, and he's shut down. Good work by Cagnetto, sticking with him. Couple of players slow to get up. They blow play dead. Player can get some attention here for Patchogue Medford. Take a timeout as he can get some attention. 3:39 to go in regulation. A 4-3 lead for Patchogue Medford here on the Long Island Sports Network. Looked to be Azero. That was the player that was a bit slow to get up. He heads off to the bench. He'll get a little bit of attention here. We'll see if he can rejoin the action. 3:39 to go in regulation. 4-3 lead for Patchogue Medford here. Attacking zone draw for Connetquot Sayville as they were applying some pressure as the whistle was blown. Back on the near side, trying to clear out are the Pat Med Raiders. Buck found a pass there to Buscarino. Buscarino, the drop pass to Buck. Buck lost the hold on the biscuit as he went for the shot. T-Birds able to clear out. Connetquot Sayville on it again near side. Raced ahead by Jasper Moran. Moran, the quick no-look pass, just led his man a bit too far. Liam Connolly back off the outside of the net. Aiello didn't know it was coming towards him. Connolly tied up on the far side wall with Vignato. Wrapped around the wall. Kicks out near side. A quick skating from Mazzi. Tried to hold it in, but now poked away and working ahead. Here's Buscarino. Buscarino shoved away from the puck by Procia. It's knocked around and off the outside of the net. No penalty call there. Just clean check and clean push away from the puck. Stays a one-goal game with 2.5 left to go in the third. Bounce pass off the dasher. That stays in with Roddicker able to intercept. Swing and a miss on that pass try from Jacobson. Carried ahead by Logan Aiello for the T-Birds. Aiello looking for the pass across. Still loose there. Swept towards the net. Blocked away. It's still right out there in front. Andres trying a quick shot. That's blocked again. Pass over to the far side. Finds Hippler. Hippler feeds down low. Pass out in front. Bounces off a skate. Cleared down the ice by the Pat Med Raiders. And a whistle for icing with 1:48 left. Keep an eye on Riley Hanley. No signal yet from the bench. But the T-Birds do want to call timeout to talk some strategy with this offensive zone faceoff coming up. T-Birds trail Pat Med by 1 with 1:48 to go in the third period. This is Suffolk County High School Hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. after the break, T-Birds go ahead and yank Hanley for the extra attacker. 6-on-5, they skate with 1:48 left in search of 1 goal to tie. Tie up off the draw. Ranieri able to get that extra muscle and send it back to Vignato. Bouncing puck held in at the blue line and sent low again by Tyler Scandifo. 6 skaters out there for the T-Birds as Andre steers one towards the net. Paddle stopped by Cagnetto. Still loose side of the net. Fed out in front, just out of the reach of Ogburn. Ogburn back on it as he feeds up top to Scandifo. 1:22 left. Scandifo tries a slap shot. That one's knocked wide. Long shot towards the net that hit off the inside of the post and out. Ranieri trying to find the open net now in the attacking end. T-Birds race towards the empty net to defend it. Andres wraps it around the boards. It's held in by Azera, looking for his 4th of the night. Kicked out in front. Really nice stop there by Lawrence Andres playing goalie. Ranieri still with the empty net. 53 seconds left. His stick tied up. Knocked over to the far side wall. Collision right at the blue line. The puck jostled loose. And now the T-Birds go back on the attack. Here comes Bennett King. King with 39 left. Backhanded shot. That stopped by the glove of Cagnetto. And now play whistle dead for a penalty. It's a tripping call in the corner. And now pushing and shoving over towards the front of the net. Cooler heads got to prevail here if you're the T-Birds. You could be heading to a power play. But now with 34.7 left, that might have gone by the wayside. Let's see what the call is here. King waiting over towards the box. It's a tripping call. And that's all that there is. Referees turn out to be a little bit generous. And that it seems to be the call here, or the appeal here from the Pat Med bench. They wonder why nothing came out of that pushing and shoving initiated by the T-Birds. The only call up on the board right now as we speak is a tripping call against Jack Fauci. And now with 34.7 seconds left, 6-on-4 is the chance for Connetquot Sayville. Before we get that, a timeout called by Pat Med. They need to talk some defensive strategy with 34.7 seconds left, trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead for their 3rd straight victory. That's coming up next on the Long Island Sports Network. It comes down to these final 34 seconds, 34.7 seconds on the clock. T-Birds heading to the power play, a 6-on-4 after a tripping call is given against Jack Fauci. Important face-off win for Pat Med. They cleared down the ice. No icing here with the penalty on the clock. If anything, that might help them out a little bit. Bennett King handles the pass. It comes in now with Ogburn. Ogburn finds Tom Ford. He could not get that one over to Jackalone. Sent down towards the empty net. Bullseye! Sign it, seal it, deliver it. 2-goal lead for Pat Med. A great chance, but just not enough on that pass over to Jackalone. Then the long shot towards the empty net. Able to find the back. And that will give Pat Med their 3rd consecutive victory. Still 9.5 left on the clock, but that's all but a formality. the empty netter to seal it from Azera. His 4th goal of the night puts this one in the win column for Patchogue Medford. They're on a roll. They've won 3 consecutive games as they survive with a 5-3 victory over Connetquot Sayville. Valiant effort from both sides, but only the Raiders end up on top as both teams will look to carry the momentum from this game. Some momentum definitely generated by the T-Birds despite the loss into the back end of this season. More action to come here from the rinks in Hauppauge on the Long Island Sports Network.